Porter bringing it up now for the Houston Rockets.
And you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
All finds Booker. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Yeah, from the first time I saw Gordon play, this guy has always been in attack mode, which makes it a tough cover for the defense.
And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him, and I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Rockets ball.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Stephen Silas had a few minutes before the game. The feeling is that the game has slowed down some for DeAndre Ayton, which means he's making quicker and better decisions. Coach said last year you could cross him up at times, and that helped contain his production. But this year is a different story. Ayton's taken those big strides mentally that all great players seem to do. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Porter kicks to Green. There's the pass to Tate. Outside Porter. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Wood. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Booker outside. Launches a 3. Sinks the triple.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Bridges against Gordon. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The Suns on top. They lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 1. So with Paul on the bench. Here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Torrey Craig is out there with Johnson. And there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Payne, and it's Shamet in at the shooting guard. And Phoenix has possession. The Rockets making the shot. McGee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul. First team.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely. Shooting 2.
That's good from McGee. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest. And
so he makes both from the line. The Rockets trail. Now here's Schroeder. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And, you know, we all know Schroeder can score now, but they're a nice assist to his wide-open teammate.
And for Dennis Schroeder, playing in the NBA was a promise fulfilled to his dearly departed father.
Greg, how about this? As a young man, he swore to his dad that he'd make it, and after his dad's passing, Dennis discovered a note from his dad encouraging him to continue to follow his dream.
We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone.
Remaining in the first half.
McGee, the pass to Payne. They swipe it to the inside. Rips down the breakaway slam.
The assist.
Schroeder's ability to accelerate in the open floor, one of his primary advantages as a player.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Unloads from 13, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Martin finds Schroeder. Rebound by the Suns. Pass to Shamet. Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second team foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
That's good from McGee. And the Suns here with a different look. Jay Crowder's checked in for Cameron Johnson. Bridges comes in for Torrey Craig. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Paul in for Cameron Payne. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Now here's Crowder. Pass to Booker. Paul against Green. Shot from 12. Paul with the bucket. And it's all knotted up.
Paul really makes the most of the mid-range area. He's very comfortable shooting in there.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the paint, here's Wood. No good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Down low. And it's McGee with the jam.
This kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Gordon inside. Outside Porter. Over Paul. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys shot a great percentage in the first half, but still a tight game. What do you think's causing that?
I think right now we're playing at that tempo. You know, we need to pick up the pace. Defend, rebound, run, and pick up the pace a little bit.
And defense starts that pace. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Suns?
They came in prepared. The offense is firing on all cylinders. You love the patience, the flow, very efficient. Valuing possessions and fueling their success right now. This is not a team you want to bet against, at least not.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
I'd like to see them get to the line more, but to do that, you got to be aggressive. Force the action, drive the lane, make the defense react to what you're doing. If they can do that, I think they have a good chance of pulling out a win.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Checking out the group for Stephen Silas to start the second half. Out on the perimeter, Green and Gordon. Jayshawn Tate out there with Wood, and it's Porter in at the point. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And, you know, we talk about how Wood has moved around the league. He also attended 3 different high schools. So he's been searching for direction for a long time.
And now Wood is laser focused, putting up all-star numbers over long stretches.
And you look at where he started compared to where he is now. Wood may be one of the most improved players we've ever seen, especially if he continues to ascend from here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. One area where Wood does a lot of the damage is in the screen game.
Yeah, he's done a really good job understanding how to roll into scoring opportunities. He can pop out and hit the 20-footer as well, and these are the big man skills that teams are looking for in the way the game is played today.
Second free throw, no good.
Well, playing for 6 teams in 5 years to start his career, Wood has certainly flipped the script. He now shows the ability to dominate over long stretches, much more consistent.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the...
Call it strawberry cake. Try to stop my plate, sorry you a little late. Tell him one time.